Hello and welcome to the Quibber channel. I am Jason, your host. Technology. As you know, this is my mobile safe space, and I've been going through lots of different options for what to take around with me as a computer system, because I need my computer system with me. It's part of my safe space. Now, all of my rugged computers at the moment are not fit for purpose. They are not fitting it perfectly for what I want to do. For one reason or another, something isn't working, something needs upgrading, something needs installed, and they're all lacking in certain parts. So what I've ended up with in my backpack at the moment is an old HP Pavilion laptop that I bought, I believe, at the beginning of last year. It is actually a HP, it's a 14-inch, I think, or a 15-inch one. There's nothing really spectacular about it in any way, shape or form. It's got a 2TB M2 in. I may upgrade it to a 4TB at some point in time. It's got 32 gig of RAM in. It came with 8 and I upgraded with up to 32. Yes, there is HP ones where you can actually upgrade the memory. But the special thing about it is the processor. Well, there's two really special things. The first is the processor. It's an AMD 5500. It's one of the first AMD ones that had a proper graphics card built into it, a Vega 7 graphics card. It's not up to the level of a Steam Deck, but it's not far behind. It's like the generation before the Steam Deck and the ROG Ally. So it can play games, it can do 1080p, it can do OBS, it can do a lot of things. So that's one of the first thing that makes it one pretty damn awesome. And to just get out here before I talk. The other thing is, not only is it a 45 watt laptop, but it has a USB-C power delivery, which means I can plug in a normal battery pack. I had to sneeze. A normal battery pack. In fact, any of my battery packs I have will power it. 45 watt. So, when I'm out, I just have to carry a couple of battery packs and I can power it. Unlike, I have a Dell Latitude rugged laptop. So let's go through the reason why the others aren't. The downside to this one is this: it's fragile as fuck. I think after a bit of use, the keyboard's going to break. It's a horrible little keyboard. The trackpad's really good on it. Really good trackpad compared to any other laptop I've got. Best laptop trackpad I have with it. And it basically is, it has a fan, but it is so quiet and so little use because the wonderful little processor that it's using, that it's amazing. So let's go through why I can't use my other ones. I have a Panasonic let me just take down my speed a little bit because I don't need to be going that far. I have a Panasonic C19, a 2012-2013 Panasonic Toughbook. I love it, it's amazing. It turns into a tablet, it's beautiful. The problem with it is, first of all, it's got a very anemic processor, 2 cores, 4 threads in total. It's, how can I put it? It works, but it's limited in many ways. Like, first of all, the wireless that's built into it is a very old style wireless and Bluetooth, very early level, that doesn't work with a lot of items. So a lot of my Bluetooth stuff won't work with it, and unfortunately it isn't a normal M2. Normally in these laptops, the wireless thing is like a little, not M2, it's like a little M2 slot, but it's slightly smaller than that. And so can't really upgrade it to better wireless and better Bluetooth. That limits it. Because if you don't do that, then you have to have little dongles connected to it. And those dongles will get knocked off. And those dongles take away the whole point of the Panasonic Toughbook. It's no longer a sealed unit because you've opened up some of the ports and using them permanently, and so on. I then have a CF54 Panasonic, which is better, and we've been able to upgrade the thing inside it. It's a nice laptop, but it's, once again, very, very anemic processor. I don't expect it to be able to play much and that, and do. We have to do a few things, and it is limited in that way. That one needs a couple of updates. It needs a bigger M2 drive in it, or SSD in it. You have the choice of both. So it needs that, and it needs a, what is it? It needs a new battery, and it needs a few other bits and pieces. And the memory is a horrible configuration of it's got something like an 8 gig and a 16 gig. And it's horrible. So there's lots of things that I need to fix on that tablet before it can be usable. It's on my to-do list. It's a project. And then I have my HP EliteBook, which is a nice laptop, Intel based, not as good efficiency as what I'm using. Let me just sort out going over here. And that's a nice thing. It's upgradable and that, but it needs re-upgrading. It needs a 4TB M2. I need a few odd 4TB M2s. I'll have to put them on a shopping list and save up for them at some point in time. I need at least 2. But that needs to be souped up and reinstalled Windows and that. So that's not ideal. It's not set up. So the one tablet I was hoping is a rugged. It's a Dell Latitude rugged. It's lovely. I like everything about it except, once again, the processor isn't wonderful. I'm slowly edging towards fixing that one up and souping it up and testing its ability, but it doesn't have the ability to do the things the HP that I'm using it. But the HP will break. I know the HP will break, and know the HP will not last. It's very much that kind of thing. So hardware-wise, it's very good. So I'm toying with the idea of, because I like that processor so much, first of all, either repurposing my spare Steam Deck or investing in something that isn't a Steam Deck. I'm hesitant about it, but yeah. It'll depend on the future. But for now I am using the wonderful little, I love these fucking signs that they put up like this. It gives me so little space to get past. So little space to get past on a busy road, where the curb that is massive that I wouldn't be able to get back up. Yes, wonderful people. When they don't think about these things. When they put these signs, and this one at an angle that looks like it's going to fall over. Oh, I love it. Yeah. Oh, sorry about the little rant. So that's where my hardware stands at the moment. I'd love to swap over completely to the Steam Deck. And I have been thinking about it, about what do I do on my things, on my computers when I'm out that I couldn't do on a Steam Deck. Well, I wanted to run Windows. I'm sorry, I wanted to run Windows, and running Windows on the freaking Steam Deck is horrible thing. Even now, even though they've upgraded a bit, they made it a little bit better. if I could get Windows to work 100% without having issues on the Steam Deck, I would do it. I don't trust Azeal, so the Azeal's Ally is out, especially with its design problems and its overheating. Would not touch it with a barge pole again. I sold my ROG Ally for a reason. No confidence in its abilities. So I am going to be looking into those kind of techs, because I think a handheld, if it's got a good way of controlling the mouse and that, and a touch screen, and it works, a handheld may be better than a tablet. And the handheld is slightly stronger and can be kept in a tough case or some little tough case. So for now I'm going to be using this, but I may be selling a few of my laptops to finance things. Now after I get over this road here, I'm going to switch over. So that's the tech thing. I don't like these crossings at all because they're so... There's no... I would prefer to have proper crossing lights. So let me just stop this video now. I hope you're all having a splendiferous time.